The doctor said something about kidney disease, but I'm not even sure what that means. Should I be worried? Kidney disease means your kidneys aren't working as well as they should. The kidneys help filter waste and extra fluids from your blood. When they are not working properly, waste can build up and can cause serious health problems. I see, but what actually causes kidney disease? Several things can cause it. The two most common causes are diabetes and high blood pressure. Other causes include repeated urinary tract infections, kidney stone, tumors, lupus, or various forms of inflammations, and inherited conditions like polycystic kidney disease. I've had high blood pressure for years. Maybe that's related? Yes, high blood pressures for extended periods of time can damage these small blood vessels in your kidneys. That's why we need to monitor it closely. What kind of tests I need to check how well the kidneys are working? We typically run a few key tests. Number 1, blood tests. eGFR stands for estimated glomerular filtration rate. It measures how much blood your kidneys filter each minute. If your kidneys are not working properly, the eGFR will go down as your creatinine levels elevate. Number 2, urine test. A urine test is done to check how much protein is in your urine. Leaking of protein from the kidneys is an early sign of kidney damage. The name of the urine test is called ACR, albumin creatinine ratio. Both tests are needed to have a clear picture of your kidney health. These tests usually need to be repeated to confirm long-term damage that lasts for 3 months or more. What are the symptoms? I haven't really felt sick. Well, chronic kidney disease or CKD is called a silent disease because it often causes no symptoms in early stages. It is not uncommon to lose up to 70% of kidney functions before developing symptoms, and CKD is divided into 5 stages. The first signs may be general and can include tiredness, poor appetite, trouble concentrating, muscle cramps, nausea, swelling in your legs or ankles, changes in urination patterns, either too much or too little, foamy urine or blood in the urine. So what are stages of CKD then? In stage 1 of CKD, there is mild kidney damage with eGFR more than 90. Stage 2 of CKD, there is also mild kidney damage with eGFR between 60 and 90. Stage 3 divided into 2 stages. Stage 3A of CKD, mild to moderate kidney damage with eGFR between 45 to 59. And Stage 3B CKD, eGFR between 30 to 44. Stage 4 of CKD, there is severe kidney damage with eGFR between 15 and 29. And Stage 5 CKD is kidney failure with eGFR below 15. That sounds scary. What happens if my kidneys keep getting worse? As the disease progresses, some people may need dialysis or kidney transplant, but lifestyle changes can slow down the disease progression. I've been super tight lately and sometimes my legs feel all puffy. Is my body trying to tell me something? Fatigue and swelling, especially in your legs and ankles, are both big clues your kidneys might not be doing their job. When your kidneys aren't filtering out extra fluid or waste, it's built up and cause things to get bloated. Oh wow, I thought maybe it was just from not sleeping well or sitting too much. Happens a lot, but when your kidneys are in trouble, they stop doing all the things they should, like filtering waste and balancing your fluid. The result? You get more tired than usual and you might notice that puffiness or swelling. Speaking of waste, have you noticed any changes in your bathroom habits? Actually, I've been running to the bathroom more often lately, especially at night. But I figured that was just, age catching up to me. Yep, age does that. But frequent urination, especially at night, can be a sign that your kidneys aren't working properly. Your body is trying to get rid of extra waste and is waking you up to do so. Have you noticed anything odd about your urine, like a strange color or it being foamy? I did notice it being a little bit foamy, but I thought it was just normal, right? Foamy urine, not always normal. When your kidneys are having trouble, they might leak protein into your urine. The foam is a sign of that. And if your urine looks darker than usual, or if you see blood in it, that's another red flag we don't want to ignore. I'm getting worried. That's a lot to take in. I didn't realize kidneys could cause all of these things. It's sneaky like that. Your kidneys are super important, filtering out toxin, balancing electrolytes, and even making hormones. When they start to struggle, you feel it in ways you wouldn't expect. So any back pain or discomfort like in the lower part of your back. Now that you mention it, I've had some dull aches there lately, but I thought I was just sitting wrong. Kidney pain can feel like a dull ache in your lower back, usually on one side. But don't panic, it doesn't mean you're headed for dialysis. It's just your body telling you something's up. We'll run some tests to see where you stand. Okay, that makes sense. So I don't need to give up my coffee or anything crazy, right? No, it's not about giving up your life. But if we catch kidney issues early, we can manage it with diet changes, blood pressure control, and sometimes medication. You can still enjoy your life. You just need to pay more attention to these little signs. Got it. No more ignoring my body, I guess. I'll start paying more attention to my symptoms. Exactly. Take care of your kidneys and they will take care of you. Just remember, if anything feels off, don't hesitate to get it checked out. Got it. I'll keep an eye on my bathroom trips, my energy levels, and my legs. And if I start feeling worse, I'll come straight to you. That's right. The more proactive you are, the better. Take action early. Prevention is key. My doctor said my kidney function is declining and there's nothing I can do but just watch. I don't want to end up on dialysis. What can I do to fix this? I'm sorry to hear that. Good news, we can definitely work on improving your kidneys' health. With the right step, we can definitely help the kidneys stay strong. Let me break it down to you. First, let's talk about hydrations. Drinking enough water is super important. Staying well hydrated helps with kidney filter waste more efficiently. But don't overdo it, okay? We're not talking about drinking gallons and gallons of water every hour. About 8 to 10 cups a day. But it can be varies based on your needs. Okay, that sounds doable. Water is my friend. Exactly, but there's more. You want to focus on a balanced, kidney-friendly diet by avoiding ultra-processed foods. These are high in sodium, added sugars, preservatives, and additives, which put more strains on your kidneys and increase your blood pressure. Try replacing them with healthier options like unsalted nuts or veggies with hummus instead. Eat more fruits, vegetables, and legumes. These packed with fibers, antioxidants, and phytonutrients, which help to improve your kidneys' functions. The more the better actually, but for starters, include 1 extra serving of fruits and veggies per meal and work your way up gradually until your body gets used to the changes. Replace animal proteins with plant-based proteins. Animal protein turn into acids when it enters your body, while plant protein sources can protect your kidneys against further damages. If you are experiencing protein leaks into your urine, you will also want to reduce the intake of overall proteins, whether it's animals or plant sources. Alright, I can give it a try. What else? There's another thing, exercise. Keeping active can help prevent or manage chronic kidney disease, blood pressures, and blood sugar problems. These are all crucial for kidney health. Even just a quick 30 minutes walk a day, every day can make a huge difference. I can do that. So exercise, water, veggies, and what else? You should stop smoking and reducing in alcohol intake. Both can damage the kidneys over time. Quit smoking is one of the best ways to protect your kidneys long term. Okay. What about things like blood pressures? Does it matter for my kidney health? Yes, make sure to manage your blood pressure and blood sugar level. High blood pressure is one of the leading causes of kidney disease, and keeping your blood pressures under control, ideally below 130/80, would definitely help. Got it. I'll keep an eye on that too. What else? Stress management is key as well. Stress can actually impact your kidneys more than you think. When you are stressed, your body releases hormones like cortisol, which put extra strains on your kidneys. Over time, that can affect you how well they filter your blood. But how do I deal with all this stress? You can try deep breathing, meditations, yoga, or even simple walks to clear your head. Little things like taking breaks during your day, not overloading your schedule, and talking to a friend or someone you trust can make a huge difference. I hardly ever get a full night's sleep either. Could that be making it worse? Yes, sleep is super important. Your kidneys do a lot of their cleaning and balancing while you sleep. If you're not getting enough rest, your kidneys don't get that time to recover and recharge. So try aiming for 7 to 9 hours of sleep every night. Okay, so sleep more, stress less. Anything else? Oh, and remember to stay on top of your regular blood and urine tests. Kidney diseases often show no sign and symptoms until later end stages, so early detections through blood tests and urine tests are the key. Thanks, nurse. I'm feeling more confident about taking care of my kidneys now. That's really great to hear, and take care. That was so helpful. Make sure you follow Celine the nurse to learn more about your